Happy New Year, listeners. It's your bonus chair shot here to kick off the year with the most important thing you kick the year off with, which is, of course, the draft for year 3. Feels weird to say it. Of the Fantasy League, commissioned, operated by Mr. Paul Griffin, who's also with me here on this broadcast.
The GM of the Fantasy League. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody. This isn't a real episode. Sorry to get your hopes up.
No, yeah, you're not getting one tomorrow either. Sorry again.
You have to wait for another week for that.
Another full week for another episode, but we're going to do loads of mad stuff on the new episode, so don't worry about that. But this is also the most important episode of the year, because myself and Paul will be picking our teams, as will this man, Mr. Joe Towner.
Hello, everybody. 2026. Here we go.
Honestly, with the intros out of the way, I'll just throw straight to Paul and we can get down to...
We'll jump into it.
The nitty-gritty.
Okay, so let's start with last year, the 2025 second AEW Fantasy League ChairShot Podcast. The winner of the 2025 Fantasy League. Drum roll, please. Yeah, Barry won by about.
Yeah, oh yeah. Users in America, please open your probability market apps now and claim, based on last year's, probably claim a couple of grand on that. So well done to you.
And then what listeners have been waiting for is the second and third place playoffs between our bozos, Paul and Joe down here. Joe did finish second this year.
Yeah, pick me to the post.
Well done, Joe.
Second again, yeah.
The second place Saint did, and again, between me and Joe, as Joe hypothesized on the last podcast, came down to the World's End main event for the second year in a row between Joe and myself. MJF's world title win, enough to push Joe 9 points ahead of me, which was the difference, all being said. So Barry's total score, and Barry also, by the way, Willow title win at the end. Fuck it,
that was so fucking funny. Obviously, folks, you're probably not going to get a Dynamite or World's interview next week, but obviously that match, tremendous. Clenching, closing out the year with hours to spare with a match of the year level thing. But more importantly, what more legal title win for me, please, to close out the year?
Yeah, is that 2 title wins in the last week? Is it Hell's End and
yes,
yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, you love to see it. So Barry actually in the last week alone scored 78 points, which is was not bad. But yeah, Barry's total score 1,327, Joe 1,050, and I in third place on 1,041.
God damn, that's close. That is
little piggy behind. What was the difference between us? I'm just going to check in the previous year's one.
Yes,
9 points is very close.
I do remember, obviously, so for the previous year, obviously, I was in way distant third. But you guys were duking it out towards in December.
In year one, I beat Joe by 7 points.
So I think it's it's pretty.
This
even
year
though
he's beating me by 9.
There can be some gaps in there. There's always at least 2 people that are within a result of each other.
I was sweating on Dynamite. I was thinking, oh, fuck it out. Because then
Mercedes.
Because firstly, Mox had it turned out to be an eliminator, not a title defense.
Yeah, not a title defense.
Yeah, crucially. So I was 2 points. And then the heels beat the conglomeration, which was 4 to me.
Yes.
4 to Paul. I was like, oh, I'm safe. I'm definitely going to win. Oh, let's have a little Brody King squash match out of nowhere, shall we? Thank you, Tony Khan. Fucking bitch. So I was like checking those results, the Meltzer. Did he date Meltzer?
We did only have Mox Fletcher only a 5 stars on the dot.
Meltzer's pulling back. He's
given a few 5 and 5.25 and 5.5s for lesser matches this year. But anyway, wasn't to be. So Barry is our king, right? This year, Joe second place and me in third. So in the 2 years we've had, if you consider first place gets 3 points, second place gets 2 points and third place gets 1 point. In the overall, let's say the kind of Taskmaster Champion of Champions overall league, all on 4 points.
Excellent. So it's all to play for in 2026 is what we're learning.
All to play for. And Joe, obviously, will be even more eager to get his hands on one of those trophies. Not quite of my head. No, it's not a golden bust to my head. We don't have enough money for such a large trophy. But there will be another little trophy up for grabs. So let's see who can get to it. So just to give you some stats as I stutter my way through my segment here. Top 10 wrestlers for the year.
Okay.
Peeping his mustache in at number 10, Dax Harwood, 137. Number 9, Powerhouse Hobbs, 141. Number 8, Konosuke Takeshita, 144. Actually, him and Bandito joined 7th because they both finished on 144, actually. 6th place was number 1 for a very long time and had a bit of a slip in the last 3 months of the year. Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Wow. Down to 156. But yeah, I mean, the top 6 all scoring over 150 points. So all done very well.
Yeah.
Number 5, Kazuchika Okada, 157. Number 4, Samoa Joe, 164. And then your top 3 for the year, Jon Moxley, 175. Hangman Page, 178. So very close. And then Kyle Fletcher, 185. So big applause to the Fletch man. By our metrics, had the best year in AEW this year, 185 points. Most number of matches, of course, was Jon Moxley, 52 on the dot.
Yeah.
So, wow. Equivalent of 1 a week. We then had Roderick Strong on 46, Kyle Fletcher 45, Takeshita, Claudio, and Mike Bailey on 44 each, Danny Garcia 3, Kevin Knight 42, Mark Briscoe 41, and Bandito on 40. So they were the most frequently used wrestlers for the year. Let's jump over then to this is the fun bit, the analysis of the year.
Okay.
So looking at our original teams, which let's see how far we've come. If we were to look at only the original teams, actually what I'll do here, guys, is I'll share my screen. So you, for the benefit of Barry and Joe, they can see my page here. 1 second. Okay. Tell me if you can see this.
Loading. Yes.
Okay. So Barry's original team here, you'll notice, if there were no trades at all possible, Barry still would have scored a 1160, still would have beaten John and myself.
Wow.
So Will Ospreay obviously was Barry's number 1 pick, was the overall number 1 pick. Kyle Fletcher, so not a bad 1-2 there. Ospreay plus the guy who scored the highest in the league. Kenny Omega, of course, was originally part of Barry's team. Willow, who kind of had a slow start, became Hanger, Ricochet, Statlander, and then Shelton Benjamin,
pretty good,
who scored most of his points before Barry gave him the heave-ho. Brody King, who ended up on my team, and then Adam Cole. Obviously, unfortunately, the Adam Cole situation. So
yeah,
Barry's total score, had he not made any trades, would have been 1160. Actual score 1327. So that gives him a trade differential of 167. I've noticed now I've also spelt the word differential wrong here, but let's not worry about that. Paul's original team, my God, what a big pile of shit this is. Tony Storm 156, not bad. Swerve Strickland 89. I got to consider that an underperformance for Swerve for this year. Obviously, he was injured for a little while, but I still think someone of Swerve's stature should be scoring in the 150 range. I think he badly underperformed.
Yeah.
Mariah May 8. Wow. For a third place pick. Tremendous. Darby Allin, again, someone who I had high hopes for. Obviously, he climbed the mountain or whatever, but only a 48 for the entire year.
He doesn't win a lot either, does he?
No. Takeshita 144, quite good. Pope, who had like a very good year the year before. There was no signs that he was going to slow down. Scored even fewer than Darby, 46. Bad one. Okada 157, very good pick. Hook 52. Did not wrestle anywhere near as much as I thought he was going to. Jay White, again, also got injured, unfortunately. 16 points for Jay White. Pac, 68. Here, there. So way too many sub 70 point scores for me there.
Right.
So my total score from the original team, 784. The actual score, 1041. So my trade differential, 257. So that speaks more to how bad my original team was, I feel like, than me actually doing any good trades. Joe's original team, Orange Cassidy, who ended up on Team Barry, of course, 95 is okay. Claudio, 97 is okay, but definitely this year, Joe, I think you'll need to use your top picks for people who are...
Don't pick average performers first.
Well, don't.
Hang on. Where's my pen?
No. What you did was loyalty. You put too much stock in loyalty to your boys.
It nearly worked. The workhorse strategy nearly worked to year one.
It did.
So I was like, well, let me do that again. And it didn't really work.
But these boys, Danny Garcia at number 3 especially, these boys need to be your 150s. Your 150. Same for me. Swerve 89. I thought he was going to get about 150. Mercedes Moné, very good pick, 133. Mark Briscoe, similar to Willow, slow start, but did kind of come good in the end, 118, not bad at all. MJF, 55. I wonder if anyone will go into the MJF pick again. For the year, not great, but obviously trading him in at the end, Joe, obviously did come good for you. Maybe better as kind of a trade at some stage rather than a pick from the beginning. John Moxley, 175, did very well. You obviously traded him out of your team.
That was actually, I wouldn't have caught Barry anyway because he was so far ahead of both of us. But that I assumed he would take time off after All In, and he just kept wrestling every fucking week. If I kept him,
the person you brought in for him actually got you more points, so it still was a net positive trade. Cash Wheeler.
All right, fair enough.
We'll come to that.
I could have traded someone else for Cash Wheeler.
We might have traded out Danny Garcia, for example, instead. Kyle O'Reilly, 84. Eddie Kingston, 44. Julia Hart, 58.
It's not too bad for Julia Hart, actually.
No, not too bad. Your total score from your original team, 940. So it's kind of, again, in the middle between myself and Barry. Actual score, 1050. Trade differential, 110. Best picks by position. So your top 3 best original picks were Kazuchika Okada for me, 157. And obviously, again, based on where they were picked, we take that into consideration. So we put a multiplier on based on how far down the list they were. So Okada with the multiplier was our 3rd best pick. 2nd best pick, Hangman Page, 178 for Barry. And the best pick, John Moxley for Joe. So that was the best original draft pick. Worst picks by position. Oof.
I've seen a name recurring a lot here. For the audio listeners at home, there's I've seen a triple P going on here. It's like I'm looking at a ballot for a worst booker of the year or something. How all these polls I'm seeing.
Jay White, 16. Mariah May, 8. So smelly picks. Best trades. So again, this is done through a laborious Excel formula. You see all the workings here. Best trades. Best trade number 3 was Mariah May out and Mike Bailey in.
Good. Okay.
So this is based on how much points they get you versus how much you would have received if you had kept the person, and also based on how many weeks you kept them for. Mike Bailey in, Mariah May out, number 3. Number 2, obviously, and there's a big jump. Nick Wayne out, Samoa Joe in for Barry. He would obviously go on to win the world title, etc.
Yeah.
And then the best pick was Swerve Strickland out, John Moxley in.
Oh, well done.
I think Swerve Strickland, after I traded him out, only got 8 more points for the whole year. This was after all in or all out. Worst trades of the year. There is an interesting one here. 3rd place, Claudio out, Eddie Kingston in. Now you might think that doesn't sound too bad a trade to me. The reason for this, based on the maths, is that when you made this trade, Joe, Claudio and Eddie Kingston from that point on got the same amount of points. So the trade had no impact. So 0 score. I think they both got 44 points exactly after you had made that trade. Then we have Paul again. Pac out, Hologram in. So for the rest of that year after that trade, Pac actually got more points. than Hologram did. So a negative score, basically, for that trade. But the worst trade of them all, Shelton Benjamin out, Nick Wayne in. I think Nick Wayne got injured immediately.
Yes. Yeah. And then he instantly had to go for Joe. So, yeah.
And so that's why number 2 is the best, Nick Wayne.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you count both of those, again, still a net positive. So that's what we have from last year's. We can jump, I guess, to whether we have any suggestions for rule changes. I have a handful, nothing crazy. Because I feel like the rules are pretty nailed down.
I think we hammered them down pretty well.
I have 4 topics of discussion, and we can talk them over if we need, or quickly yay or nay them. One, and I think the most important one, because this is one that's kind of been up and down throughout the year, is the pay-per-view pre-show.
Right.
Obviously, when we set the rules last year, they were all on YouTube, or mostly on YouTube, they sometimes on Triller or whatever. We had no concept of these televised tailgate brawls, right? So halfway through the year, we did have an amendment where if they were televised, they were getting TV points, but if they were on YouTube, they were getting pay-per-view points. So it was a bit inconsistent. So I feel like this year, televised or not, pay-per-view pre-shows need to be standardized, whether they get standard TV points or whether they get the pay-per-view bonus as well. It needs to be one way or the other, regardless of, because it seems pretty random. Sometimes they're on TV, sometimes they're not. Is the easy thing to just have the pre-show not have the pay-per-view bonus and have the pay-per-view bonus only apply to the pay-per-view itself? Or is it a nice thing for when you have some of the lower card people on a pre-show, for example? Oh, they get a little bonus for being on the pre-show.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think the risk is you create a bigger gap between the top guys and the other ones. I think it's fine. I think we could just say any pre-show is the pre-show, regardless of where it's shown.
It's the one event.
If it's happening at the same arena as the pay-per-view, and it's the pre-show of the pay-per-view. You know, like we know it's
so yeah. And we've had cases where tag team matches have started on the pre-show on TV and finished on
that was the
and so there's
as well.
There's ambiguity, right? So are we happy to say then
just call it all the pay that whole event is the pay-per-view?
Yeah,
we don't even call it pre-show or anything. It's just that's a pay-per-view.
Okay, so bonus applies to all. I do like that. I
think that's good. And plus, you get multi-mans with some lower card jabronis in there, might make it a bit more interesting to bet on some lower card people.
Okay, number 2, and this would have benefited Barry this year. Keep the same number of transfers, keep the transfer window.
Yep.
But we would apply a bonus for not using your transfers. So Barry ended the year with 1 transfer still in the pocket, let's say. I would suggest that if any of us would reach the end of next year with transfers still in, what's the word? Still pending, you would get a 10-point bonus.
Okay, I think it's an interesting idea, but here's what would be my argument against it. I have that trade remaining because I was so far in front that I never felt obligated to use it.
Yes.
Unless there's an obvious example I'm thinking of, I can't think of a scenario other than that happening. If you've a trade left over by the end of the year, you are most likely you've stormed ahead and you don't really need. I almost think, although I don't really care, so I'm not going to advocate for this. I almost think you could almost incentivize the use of the trades by like
200-point penalty.
Yeah, massive penalty if you don't use it. Yeah, so I've actually lost 1,000 points by maintaining a trade. But no, we don't actually have to do that. But I don't think you want to incentivize holding on to the trades necessarily.
We could just say no
change.
Impact at all. Just keep it as is. Okay. Number 3, now we get a little bit sillier, right?
For where it comes.
Here we go. We get a little bit sillier. So we have obviously the bonuses for obviously winning championships. Mm-hmm. And we include in that winning the Owen, winning the Dynamite Diamond ring. Mm-hmm. And we've said any other match where there's like a prize at stake, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to suggest that we include, but in a reduced way, money matches in that as well.
Okay.
And they wouldn't, a winner of a money match wouldn't get a 10-point bonus as you do for a championship, but maybe a 2-point bonus, same as we do for a title defense.
How about 1 point for every 100 grand.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
Because I think that really,
I think that would be fun.
Okay.
I think that's very silly, but in the right kind of way.
They might just completely give up on doing them, to be honest. We'll see.
Well, the Young Bucks storyline has concluded, so I would imagine we won't see as many of them. But
so
if we only get one, then that will just be like a diamond ring type thing. So it's fine.
I think it's a fun wild card. I do think it could potentially be a little bit OP.
It's a little,
but why not? That's a bit of fun. Okay, so 1 point for every 100k. What if it's a 250k?
So I would say that when you start another 100,000,
okay, so
that'd be 3 points.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So just to clarify, 100. So when it ticks over from, let's say, from 99 to 100, that becomes 1 point.
No. I was thinking the other way. It's everything between
from 0 to 99 is 1.
Everything from 0 to 1,000 is 1 point, and everything from 1,001 up to 2,000 is 2 points. If you get me.
Sure.
So we'd round up, basically, is what I'm saying, just to keep it
right.
Okay, I like that. Okay, on the topic of bonuses, then my fourth point is other bonuses that can be applied. And I'm going to throw out some ideas and we can just say yay or nay to these quickly. Championship wins / 5-star matches in other promotions.
That was kind of my main one I was going to say probably something small.
So because some recognition is what I've written.
Yeah, because you could have people showing up in like Defy or Championship Wrestling from Bulgaria, if you're Mercedes.
That's the thing, right?
I mean, do you want to? I'd be happy to even just as an acknowledgement of things happening in the broader AEW universe. I'd be happy to even call it a point.
We could also limit it to, say, CMLL, New Japan, Ring of Honor.
I like the idea of it just being general, being like anywhere. I mean, if you wanted to do tiered, if you wanted to say, because like CMLL World Title, that's obviously a bigger deal. That's a big partner promotion, and etc. If you wanted to say, okay, a title win in CMLL, that's 3 points, and then a title win anywhere else is.
Well, I'm thinking, where's the balance between it being obvious that Mercedes has won the CMLL or Kenny Omega has won the CMLL Mega or AAA Mega title. That wouldn't happen, obviously. And QT Marshall has won a title in terms of me being able to.
I would say we name them. I'd say it's only like 3 promotions. I'd say we'd be seriously talking about. I think you take CMLL and New Japan seriously, and I'm trying to think like not really Rev Pro, because at the end of the day, that's not. It's because they're in the partner
CMLL,
but they're in indie at the end
Ring
of the day.
Ring of Honor.
No. Like if someone won the Ring of Honor World, I suppose Ring of Honor. I know it's very odd because it's just because you're fucking talking about their fucking dark show brand at the end of the day. Yeah. But CMLL, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. You want to call those the big ones. So if you win a title there of any description, that gets you we say 3,
2 or 3, I would say.
Yeah, and then if you win a title in Sligo Championship Wrestling, you get 1 point.
I wouldn't even count it because that'd be too impossible for me.
And it's just so you could win 100 titles. You could win all sorts of random shit. And it's like
we're talking about, the need that we're filling here is like Takeshita won the IWGP World.
Cesaro, Cesaro. Jesus Christ, what year is it? Claudio, yeah.
Claudio. That's the kind of thing that I'm thinking of, as opposed to the stuff. 5-star matches the same. Say if you get a 5-star match in
on that last one. So I was thinking, what about? Because I was kind of thinking the opposite almost of like title when someone defends an outside belt on AEW.
Yeah.
If Takeshita was to defend the IWGP title in AEW, does that count as a title defense? You know what I mean? Like
that would be easier to
because then it's on AEW TV. You know what I mean? This is what our focus is on, what happens on AEW television, not outside of that. So I'm almost like if someone. That probably doesn't happen that often, though. I mean, you get Ring of Honor title defenses, probably, but not so much
New Japan.
Like Cesaro Castagnoli hasn't defended the CMLL belts on AEW, has he?
No.
He wore it. He hasn't defended it.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, so what, 3 points if you win one of the belts in those three? And that's it. There's no title defenses.
Yeah.
You don't, if you lose it, there's no penalty for losing it.
No, yeah.
It's just a little bonus.
Okay. A little bonus.
Leave it on that then, yeah.
And for 5-star matches, would we say the same?
I think that worked quite well.
Yeah,
it's just so hard.
No, but I mean, if you get a 5-star match in one of those promotions, we don't count it currently.
No. I think it has to be AEW. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Meltzer might, he does review them pretty much.
If we got 5 stars, he would review this thing.
Yeah, I think just AEW.
I think AEW is fine for that one.
Okay.
What else could you do? I mean, the main one, the titles was the main one. It's kind
of gone back and forth on is any kind of bonus for like significant appearances on TV, but not in a match, like an in-ring promo. But again,
I don't think that's workable. Really.
No, that's what I keep going back and forth on. Is like someone like MJF, say
MJF is the
would have a promo in-ring
every
week, but gets nothing for it. Versus,
I think you know what? I think that it's best to keep it that way because I think that's the risk, isn't it? It's like
you have to not,
traditional. The obvious game you play when you're doing your draft, as I'm sure the listeners will know, is you're literally just thinking to yourself, okay, who gets pushed, right? Who's getting pushed now?
At the same time, looking at the top 10, it's not only Mark Briscoe's and Danny Garcia's. The top 10 is Kyle Fletcher, Hangman Page, John Moxley,
absolutely.
Samoa Joe, Okada, Tony Storm.
But I think it's good to not issue points for segments and appearances and stuff because that keeps people like MJF itching. Because you'll always be tempted because you know he's always going to be pushed to a certain degree, and you never know. Like there might be a completely different creative vision for 26 where they're like, all right, we're going to find a way to justify your character wrestling a lot because you need to start wrestling more for TV rating reasons or whatever. So that I think keep it tied exclusively to matches because that's just I think it makes the picking a little bit more interesting and a little bit more intriguing and a bit more risky. I was kind of thinking of some kind of some just completely out of the box kind of novelty ones, like you get 1,000 points if you're a pick of yours has a mainstream news story about them not relating to matches, like when Great O'Khan beat up that mugger and got really so. But I couldn't really think of it. The other thing I was thinking was like, what about like no, I know because that would be known way in advance. You could trade, but like, what if you like lost 10 points if a pick of yours defected to WWE? But that process is so slow and obvious that you'd be insane to leave them on your team long enough for that to happen. So I was messing around with some kind of fun, like one-off, like just rare things that could happen. But it's just it's you don't want to overcomplicate it with things that are not.
No. I think we're kind of already tiptoeing towards that. But I mean, I think it's fun to add little. Yeah, I like the money match one, for example, this year a lot.
Yeah, I
like that a lot.
One suggestion I had kind of relates back to the appearance thing is, how in fantasy football, Paul.
Yeah.
Barry, I'll explain what happens in fantasy football.
Yeah, thank you, please.
You get a point for like an appearance. So if you're in the team and you play in the game, you get a point, even if you don't score a goal or keep a clean sheet. Yeah. You just get a point. So the thing is, we have someone wrestle, they lose, they get 0 points, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do we have 1 point for the loser of a match? So a singles match, winner gets 4 points, loser gets 1 point. As like you've competed on TV, so you get a point. So I think that would then just
because we have 1 point for a draw currently. So what would happen with the draw points?
You could up that to like
2.
They split the points maybe. So if it's a singles match, then maybe like 2 points each. Because draws don't have. I mean, they're pretty rare anyway. Draws in AEW. Because I'm just thinking it's a way of like. Because one thing that was very frustrating this year, I think halfway through the year, I still had transfers. There was just no one worth picking. I was like, well, I can't really affect it. I'm just sort of following the results. I can't actually really do anything.
Yeah, no, I feel like
you're right. If you had like a Claudio who's wrestling a lot but losing a lot, well, at least I'd be getting a point for that. So it might give me more of a chance to be like, okay, I'll get him in.
I do like that.
So I guess that's for tag as well. But then the only thing is not with tag, with like 4-man
Yeah. They're only getting 2 points for a win. Or...
Yeah, so maybe this is just for singles and tag.
Sure.
Maybe for a 4-man, you don't get any.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's fair.
So if you lose, because if you're in a singles match on Dynamite or Collision as well, that's a privilege, as that Welsh woman and her friend found out. If you get to lose a match on Collision, that's actually quite a,
Yeah.
We got to fight.
Nixon Mill would have got a point there.
So let's say for singles, tag, and trios only, 2 points for a draw, 1 for a loss.
Yes, I think that might makes a few more sort of.
Do we keep win at 4 then, or do we move both?
I think win at 4.
I think win at 4 is fine. Yeah, because then you do still have a big gap between winning and losing. Okay. I think that's good. I think it fleshes out the kind of we're probably all going to have to grab a jabroni or two for the tail end of our lists.
Exactly, it makes them closer to the big boys a little bit. Yeah. So there's more.
And interesting. Being on the show is a commodity in its own right to an extent.
It's about winning or losing. It's about
Okay,
cool.
Anything else?
No, the only other one I had, I'm not like big on it, but I was thinking about Grand Slam, and if we have any kind of grand bonus for winning or being on one of the Grand Slam TV shows. Even if it's not like maybe pay-per-view level, but even if it's just like, I don't know, you get a bonus point, but everything gets 1 point more.
One additional bonus point.
A win would be 5.
A loss would be 2.
A loss would be 2. Draw would be 3, etc. Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Just because those are quite special events.
I would say 2 bonus points though.
Okay. And we're saying this is Grand Slam branded shows only, not just like titled Dynamites. We're going to say Grand Slam, right?
Yeah, I think just Grand Slam because they throw out titles quite.
Yeah. They're doing one next week.
I think just because Grand Slam is like almost pay-per-view level, isn't it? Or in between the two. So that'd be nice. So just a little
Grand Slam. It would be 6 for a win, 4 for a draw, and 3 for a loss. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that too generous?
I think that's
no. I think that's fine. I
think 6. Yeah.
What if we do Grand Slam just to incentivize winning at the end of the day? 6 for a win, 3 for a draw, 2 for a loss.
Yeah.
Just because 3 for a loss and 6 for wins seems quite.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
That's fine.
Okay. And then what we do with the pay-per-view, we'll continue again. Double points for pay-per-views. Yeah. So it would be 8 for 2, and then for all in, it's triple, same as last year. Okay. So I was going to just to restate the new rules. Pay-per-view pre-show bonus applies to all, regardless of whether it's televised or not. Money matches 1 point for every 100K. That's maybe my favorite new rule. Championship wins in other promotions, namely CMLL, New Japan, Ring of Honor, 3 points. And then the new scoring for the year will be 4 for a win, standard scoring 4 for a win, 2 for a draw, 1 for a loss. Pay-per-view will be double points, all in will be triple points, and Grand Slam only will have 6 points for a win, 3 for a draw, 2 for a loss. Special Grand Slam scoring.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come up with a branding for that. It's Grand Slam spectacular points or something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the main event of the year.
Here we go.
So get your pen, paper out at home, listeners, if you want to play along. If you and your friends want to do your own fantasy league, this is something that maybe why have we never pushed this. You have a repository for the next year where we'll do all the work for you. You just write down your teams and you'll be able to do your own
every week. League. It's on the website and Paul updates it like clockwork. It's so well maintained. He does a great job.
You can be able to play your own.
If you did a hypothetical or you got a couple of buddies to do it, you can follow along with Paul's scoring on the website.
But we will first of all be doing our own. So let me open up a little spreadsheet here so I can keep track of our picks.
Oh, I'm nervous now. It's gonna ruin the rest of my year on January 4th. Shit picks. Good.
Okay. So 1, 2, and 3, and I will write them down. Obviously, first of all, before we start our picks, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to spin a wheel to see the order.
Spin the wheel.
Now we're doing the ABBA snaking.
Right. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
ABC, CBA.
Correct. Okay.
For the uninitiated, that means whoever picks last gets 2 picks to compensate for the fact that they went last.
Can you guys see the wheel?
Yes.
We got it.
We're at the wheel. This
So
is
again,
independently verified.
this is, to be totally as fair as possible, we have each of our 3 names here. I'm going to click the shuffle button a few times just to make it extra random.
Why not?
And then
Why
we're
not?
going to spin the wheel. 1, 2,
So you
3.
get extra random? I don't think.
I don't know. Okay.
Concept.
But maybe there's some bias in how I wrote the names or something. It's
Maybe
been
there
shuffled.
is.
Look,
An
look at the
infinite
names
amount of
changing.
monkeys drafting an infinite amount of wrestling teams.
Okay, so this click is for who will go first. And then we'll
God.
choose for second.
Ooh.
It is spinning.
Oh, the pressure's on. The pressure's on. Oh,
Names.
It's Paul.
Paul gets the
Paul
first pick.
goes first. The pressure is on.
And for second,
Okay.
it's Barry.
Boys, let's fucking go.
Okay, here we go. So, as per that, I will have the first pick.
Mhm.
Barry will have the second. And Joe will then have the third and fourth. Okay, just writing it down here. Okay, I'm pulling up my wish list here.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine.
There's 2 people top, and I'm still like, which one of them do I go for? Okay, I mean, I will have to go, and it's like a shame because I don't want to lose the other one. But I'll have to go Kyle Fletcher as number 1 then.
Okay.
I think that's very.
To my team.
I think that's very sensible.
Yeah.
I think I will go. I think I will go for the other one that you were probably thinking about, but is a smidge riskier given their current status. I will go with Will Ospreay.
Oh, he's gone for fucking Ospreay.
Now, am I redoing a season 1 Jamie Hayter situation here, where I am banking on this individual coming back way sooner than I should? Maybe. I would have gone Fletcher if I was in Paul's shoes as well, but I will take Ospreay.
I'll say Ospreay was not the other one. Ospreay is not even on my list.
Oh, he's done you.
Well, he's done me.
I'm not ribbing you, brother. Didn't have him on my list.
I mean, look, he is out injured. I understand why he wouldn't be. I can
Now,
understand.
Joe, you've got the pick of the company. 2 picks.
Let's go, baby. Well, so Fletcher was my number 1 pick. So
Yes.
Of course.
I had Ospreay further down. I would have gone for him, or maybe second. But
Right.
so instead, I am going to go with my first draft pick, John Moxley.
Oh, I'll say, Joe, he was my other one.
That was the other one, yeah, of course.
And then my second, we're going back now. My second, Mr. Swerve Strickland.
Oh, interesting.
Very Strickland was 4th on my list.
Actually, hold on.
Very strong picks there.
Yeah.
I mean, to be able to go, I'll have Moxie and Swerve. It's not a bad, not a bad couple of picks. Barry, back to you.
I will go with Hangman.
Nice. Hangman Page. Very good pick. Okay, I will then, let me just remove him off my thing. I will take Bandito.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
He's got Bandito.
Yes, please. Oh, and I get to go again.
You're going again, yeah.
Yes.
I will take... I'll take Mercedes Moné.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I will go. Yeah, fuck it. I will go. No, I will. I will go Konosuke Takeshita.
Oh,
Very nice. Very nice.
Very good. Joe, 2 for you.
I got 2.
Got 2.
Kazuchika Okada.
Wow. Okay.
And despite what he did to me this year, he is the AEW World Champion. So I'm going to start off with Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
He's gambling. The gambler is back.
He's the World Champion now.
I don't know.
I think he's going to go and do a movie
not to do a poll on you, but he wasn't even on my list. You know, he wasn't. You know,
I originally didn't have him on my list before he came back on Monday World Championship.
He was on my list. I was like, right, but he was low down.
Yeah.
Okay, Barry, back to you.
Okay. I'm torn between two here. I'm gonna go Willow.
Willow.
That's a good one.
Very good pick. All right, 2 for me. I'm going to take Tony Storm. And I'm going to break Joe's heart, and I'm going to take Mark Briscoe.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
He wasn't even on my list. No,
really?
Of course he was.
Oh.
There you go. Tony Storm and Mark Briscoe, please.
Fuck. Okay.
Barry,
Yeah.
back to you.
It's about right.
I am going to go Dax Harwood.
Oh, you bastard.
Joe, 2 for you.
Ricochet.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
And shit. I said I wasn't going to change my mind on the spur of the moment, but now I'm Cash Wheeler.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Because I was going to rob your thing from this. I was going to try and get them both, double up my point. Okay. Okay.
Barry.
Let me go with Claudio
Castagnoli. Very good. Right. I will take Megan Bain.
Oh, you bastard.
That was going to be one of my late ones.
And I will take Brody King.
Very good. I will take Samoa Joe.
Good. 2 for you now, Joe.
Damn. I had Megan Bain and Samoa Joe. Orange Cassidy, my boy.
Very good.
He's back.
Yeah.
Back in the fold. And is this a risky one? No. Hologram.
Oh, good. Very good, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm kind of. I think we're kind of out of real top dog territory
my list
here.
is starting to look thin.
My list is basically completely gone. There's another person on the roster that I'm not going to say that I think has an MJF quality of being pushed, but I don't know how much they're going to wrestle. Mm-hmm. And then I have a list of like people who I'm looking at a lot earlier now. There's going to be like my 9, 10 like mid-carders I think might get a push later, and I'm wondering, should I go there now? Maybe get myself a nice little... fuck it. I'm happy enough with my team thus far. I'm going to go Tekla. I'm hoping this is the year of let's...
Tekla's on my list.
I'm hoping this is the year of let's actually... let's get moving on Tekla, I'm thinking.
Okay. I will take Chris Statlander.
Okay.
I'm very female heavy. I've got four ladies already out of 8.
Yeah, you've got almost all the champions except the tag, don't you? You've got the world and the... No, I have the TBS. Sorry, Money just lost. Sorry.
Yeah, Money just lost. And then for my next one, I will pick... Ooh, I may need to jump over to the actual file here and just see if there's anyone jumping out at me here. Do I like that pick? Yeah, it might be good for the odd match. I'll take Powerhouse Hobbs.
Okay, good.
Powerhouse. Okay. Final 2 then.
Well, Barry up first.
Oh, sorry, Barry. Sure.
Let me go Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey. Okay, my final two. God, I don't think him. I don't need women on this list, but I don't think there's any big females left.
I mean, the heavy hitters are kind of taken, aren't they?
with Hater out. I'm going to go Darby Allin, round 9.
Darby, yeah.
Okay.
And then Kevin Knight, 10th pick.
Okay, Joe, you're done. Harry, one more for you.
Okay, I am going to go for my MJF-esque pick because I think maybe this person will. They're my number 10. So I'll take a chance. No, I'm gonna go Pac.
That's a good pick. Yeah.
I just Willie. He's definitely going to get pushed, but I'm like, I don't know if he's going to do
Is he going to get injured?
Is he going to do, or just like go away for another non-specific reason? You know. I'm not confident he's going to be knocking him out on TV every week, but yeah.
Okay. So one more for me. I'm a little bit wondering, do I go for someone reliable or do I go for more of a left field pick here? I will plump for Daniel Garcia.
Solid.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
I was wondering, do I be crazy and go for something like Andrade or something? But
yeah, I mean,
let's not go too crazy. I just coming off a bad year. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are your teams.
Nice.
I think everyone can be quite happy coming away from that one.
I think that's
pretty
good.
balanced.
Yeah, pretty good teams, I think.
Very balanced. Okay, so Team Paul, just to run through: Kyle Fletcher, Bandito, Mercedes Moné, Tony Storm, Mark Briscoe, Megan Bain, Brody King, Chris Statlander, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Daniel Garcia. Team Barry: Will Ospreay, Hangman Page, Konosuke Takeshi, Willow Nightingale, Dax Harwood, Claudio Castagnoli, Samoa Joe, Tekla, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Pac. And Team Joe: John Moxley, Swerve Strickland, Kazuchika Okada, MJF, Ricochet, Cash Wheeler, Orange Cassidy, Hologram, Darby Allin, and Kevin Knight. Everyone happy?
I think so. I think those are balanced teams.
Pretty happy. So, thus closes the Fantasy League for 2025 and opens the door for our 2026 season.
Very nice.
Well done, lads. Good picking
played.
there.
Starting tonight's collision.
Starting with Collige tonight, yeah. Some interesting omissions. Harley Cameron sitting on the sideline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If someone wanted to do the old FTR gimmick and split the Willow points with me,
everyone that I had on my list got drafted. So there was no one that I wanted who wasn't picked.
Yeah, I got a decent pick on mine. I'm trying to think. Again, there was a couple of people along the Tekla lines. I did have, if he was back in time, I was going to redo my Nick Wayne pick. As okay, this is a guy they're going to try and push this year, but he's not back yet. I don't think there's any other kind of really obvious people jumping out at me like, oh, how did this person go unselected? But yeah. Excellent stuff, boys, and thank you as always, Paul, for moderating.
Well done, Paul.
Radio. Talk to you next week, listeners. Again, no proper podcast. We're still in our Holland Bops, but we'll be back next week to talk about awards and predictions.
Awards and predictions.
Whammy.
Yes.
Yeah. God, first time ever.
Could be huge.
Okay. Talk to you then.
All right, please. Bye.
Bye.